Well, welcome here. I'm going to kind of go over the research that me and my late wife Victoria done on the log cabin in downtown Cave Springs on the Cherokee. So this is Cherokee orders of the log cabin in downtown Cave Springs. As the search continues, the orders of the log cabin downtown Cave Springs facing east in the Cherokee tradition, hidden from the center and half under the facade of the old hotel at 24 Broad Street, Cave Springs, Georgia. Rooms to be restored and deconstructed the exterior wall of the log cabin in the spring of 2011. These are pictures of it. The huge rafters above the south side of the hotel next to the log structure, experts are predicting the section was found to be almost as old as the log portions. In 1820, when the Cherokee Nation divided into territories into 8 districts, the eastern dividing between District 2 of the Chattooga District, in which Cave Spring lies, and District 6 of the Etowah District, in which Cedartown lies. It's described in the Cherokee Phoenix issues now being transcribed by the Western Carolina Hunter Library, Cowee, North Carolina. On a trace goes by Avery Van's Place Plantation on the Etowah River Fork, then down this river to the confluence of the Coosa River, throughout the Oostenaw River and the mouth of the Armurchie Creek. This structure almost certainly is Avery Van's built, and the Van tradition records show 2 structures on 2 stories in Van's Valley. Ancestor Rich Joe Van, a great-great-grandson of David Arnhead Van, a Californian keeper of the family history, shared the Van tradition with his Bill's storehouses, taverns, logging, toll roads, ferries throughout North Georgia. With the family sharing the funds, it happened erect the structures of building of the new site. The new members of the family provide opportunity to engage in commerce and obtain wealth. Taverns and loggings and stands were built close to roads for around areas of creeks and rivers to accommodate travelers. Van built 2-story structures to serve the travelers, with the rear outside viewed from access to logging on the top floor, designed to not disturb the tavern. Vans Valley, southwest Floyd County, includes Cave Spring, was named for Avery Van, born the son of full-blooded Cherokee Wahi sister. She was the second wife of Joseph Van, whether upon John's death are unclear in the family history. The Cherokee tradition, her children referred to as Clem are not a stepchild. Son of Avery Van, Chief James Clemens Van II on Diamond Hill, with the gracious restored home of Chief Van House. Spring Place in now Murray County, where her brothers and sisters and first cousins, a good source of information of the family, everyday life is recorded in the Moravian diaries from Spring Place School. In later history, Big Joe was a member of the 1827 Constitutional Convention from Hightower District, was elected president of the National Council in 1831 and 1840, and the assistant chief 1839 and 1859. Second son David was born January 1, 1800. It's said to be born 14 miles southwest of the head of the Coosa, now Rome, Georgia, where Avery lived. In Beaver Pond with the family for several years. David is recorded as living during the same period at the head of the Coosa, as we know. Google's map shows improvements of the big city area near the campground and Highway 411 north of Cave Spring. From the Trail of Tears, the Indian improvements on the land lots from the city town through Cave Spring toward Big Cedar. Avery Brand's son Charles was born in 1814 and shown in Cave Spring in a period of incident clearing the white settlers from the Cave Springs holdings after his father and 57 Cherokees left the area for Arkansas and placed in the West in 1829. He continues to run the stand of his father, but showed in Terrapin Creek in 1835, December the 20th, December the 30th. 1836 evaluations above shows Charles Holdens and the bursting from the government by takeover of the Indian province is all his goods. Avery fought the Cherokee Civil War of 1813-1814 in a unit of Captain David McNair under the command of General Andrew Jackson. Avery Band left Cave Spring in 1829 with 57 Indians in new Indian territory. The evaluation sheets show him paid for 2-floor buildings, 24 by 18 size building down in Cave Spring. Cherokee Nation property was held in the nation, only holding belongings individuals passed when the members of the family were shared by David Arnhill. Evaluation showed the property purchased from Joseph Van by David Ridge included a 2-story log house with amenities out the buildings, and etc. This is a log wall found at home of a Cave Spring former Mayor Diane Dawson when it was stored, which sits 2 doors west of the Methodist Church. These materials and structure often moved after being another avenue open for discovery. The hand hewn under the Rehoboth Road, pictures by Lydia Trimbles, Peters. This also shows where all the improvements was in Cave Spring. The gold lots 1870 ends on Main Street, River Street, North Main Street, lot 931. And also you got the incident of when 18 vacated Indian properties were emptied with white settlers during the Ridge action. 35 buildings were burned throughout the area to prevent the Cherokee properties from being reoccupied, including Big Rattling Gore, Wagon, Daniel Mills, and Kawudi. On the night, the party of 38 and some got away, was severely injured but survived. He was taken to custody, solemnly beaten to death. He'd been tied to his horse due to the intoxication, but angered his captors by falling on several times before, despite his thirst. His mangled body was found dumped in the woods about a mile away, had been clubbed with a gun about his head, face, breast, and arms. The old postcard from 1905 showing City Creek just around the bend. Below the Hearn in the background, below is bent in the area of the forts of Cedar Road. These are some pictures of Cave Springs in the early years. This postcard here in 1906 showing the Green Hotel to the left and Herschel Mize shared this bank building with the white awning on the right, built in 1906. The corner building, none of the picture was constructed in 1918. Early pictures from Cedartown originally the Cherokee Toll Road to the Cedartown. The hotel became a boarding house after World War II and refurbished a large portion. Dr. Harvey Norton Jr. office downstairs with the clinic upstairs and the waiting room next to the porch. It's a picture by Eric Dixon, the great uncle of the author, which is Victoria Abernathy, from the vantage point of the gorgeous School of Death of 1900. The Green Hotel to the left through the trees of swamp area outflows the spring. Cave Spring Pool was constructed by WPACC in 1931. In the foreground, the little creek runs above. The white building in the middle of the Cave Springs is a Watts Hotel. To the right, you're looking at the Cave Spring Hotel, the Livery's Table, the old Irwin Hotel. Trees beside the right. Green Hotel, house, apartments left looking down Broad Street. Below a hotel left across the street had a traffic one before the traffic light. These are drawings by Diane Dawson, which she's done the research of the Cave Spring. Picture below are the comparisons of the structures in Cave Spring in the rear view of the tavern in Forsyth, Georgia, in 1956, before deconstruction and removal to New Echota. This is research done. This is more research done by Bill Wayne and Victoria Abernathy. These are the improvements. The red dots are the improvements in Cave Spring, Georgia. The satellite is today, as you see with the log building. You see David Van's buildings, 40 acres, 6 acres. All of them are improvements in Cave Spring of the Cherokee. Two Creek families living south of the Hightower River in 1790. In 1800 to 1814, the Creek allowed the Cherokee to settle south of the Hightower River. This is where Avery Van lived around 1800 near the Hightower, Coosa River, in 1814. The hostile Creeks burnt Avery Van's cabin while he was off fighting the Creek with Andrew Jackson in 1812. This is the journal of Richard Blunt, the surveyor, running the Alabama and Georgia line. Notes in his journal he walked 20 miles into the Cherokee Nation and had his horses shoed. He goes to Cave Spring where the saltpeter had been mined. While coming back, they passed David Van's stand. This is 1830 census that lists the Cherokees. This was before Floyd County, but the Cherokee is listed in the 1830 census. It says Avery Van was very active in the affairs of the Cherokee Nation East. He kept a stand store at Beaver's Pond, Georgia, in Vans Valley, District 3, where the road branched northwest of the Coosa River. He and his family operated a plantation. This is the surveyor's lots. It's 800. This is the one on the right. As you see, it shows where the forks in the road, the log cabin, 871, 857. Shows where the red light is today. This is 18 surveyors field book. It says 15 acres. You see the little square. It says stand. This is where it all stood. That's where the stand, the area 30 acres, is today. This again shows you the forks in the road where the stand supposedly was. And these are the Indian improvements along the area in the land lots. And this is a picture of the day of the cabin. It's the man cabin. Trail of Tears has done tremendously with the sign. Me and my late wife, Victoria, done a lot of research on this, and I hope you enjoyed this.